Hi guys, it's Rose. I'm doing a quick video. This will be right up front. It's gonna be about if you don't have your time of birth, okay? Um, how to get your chart, the planets where they were when you were born. You just won't know your ascendant, your rising sign, okay? It'll be more fun when you listen to when I pull out the cards, or just to know to work on yourself or on your child, you know. Once you know where the planets are, a little bit of that. I know that when I didn't know much about this, a friend of mine's got me into astrology many years ago. I was visiting her, and she wanted to know my time of birth, and she told me I was a Capricorn rising. And like everyone else, get to know it, kind of know I'm a Pisces. I'm not a Capricorn. You know, I didn't know about astrology, and she just said you're a Capricorn rising. So that helped me because later on, when someone said threw something at me that people thought I was antisocial, I was surprised, and I looked up the when I got more into astrology, I looked up the rising sign. Capricorn is the face I was showing to the world, a cold face. Okay, so then Capricorn the planet is Saturn, so it has cold rings around it. All right, so it could make me that, and the idea of knowing that, and a whole lot of other things that helped me realize, oh, that's what I am, and that's what I want to change about myself. You know, how to work with your own self, because like Carl Jung says, this is a journey of self-discovery and discovering the divine at the end. Okay. So this is what I found out. I want to tell you real quick. I go to astro.com. You go wherever there's a free birth chart to get one. I use astro.com. Okay. Once I use my mom's birthday. Okay. We don't know her time of birth, right? So once I got in there, you log in, or you set up an account, and si tú no sabes la hora que naciste, vete ahí y no tienes que poner hora de nacimiento, más que nacimiento, el día que naciste, y vas a saber dónde estaban los planetas cuando naciste. So you'll know your planets were the day that you were born. That's all. You won't know your rising sign. So I typed in my mother's name, Ramona Tubins, and then I typed in her birthday, December 5th, 1931, right? And then I'll ask you where you were born, Mayagüez, Puerto Rico. My mom was from Mayagüez, Puerto Rico. My dad was Nolin Ruiz. That's what they call him there. Over here, they called him Noel Ruiz. And my brother Noel and me and my sister Marilyn were born in Mayagüez, Puerto Rico. My little sister was born here. Okay. So then this is what comes up. I'm going to show you. You can't see very good. I think I'm running out of ink, and I just want to use whatever I have to work with. And I think that's a good idea. You know, you might say, well, I don't have lights, I don't have this, I don't have that to do a video. Just work with what you have. That's all. Okay, just work with what you have. It'll just work out fine. Okay, so this is the chart that comes up right away. Okay, esto es lo que viene. So what you want to know over here, where I highlighted it yellow, this is what is going to come up. It comes up my mother's name, Ramona Tubins. It comes up right underneath her name, December 5th, 1931, it's going to say. Okay, and then right under that is going to say Mayagüez, Puerto Rico. And then below that is going to say sun sign Sagittarius. That's all. It's not going to say the ascendant or the rising sign. Okay. Eso es lo que va a salir, el nombre tuyo, el día que naciste, dónde naciste, y dónde estaba el sol cuando naciste, okay? And then right under there that I had, marked the square there, right? Are all the planets, todos los planetas, donde estaban cuando naciste. These are all the planets where you were when you were born, right? What I noticed that they use, if you don't have your time of birth for everyone, is 12 midnight. So you won't go here. I wouldn't go here. because over here this is the ascendant that comes up for 12 midnight, okay? So it wouldn't be my mom's real ascendant, her rising sign, okay? No vas a saber el ascendant, no le hace caso a esto aquí. That's how I feel. If you know better, I'm not a professional astrologer. If you know any more tips, anything that can help us, let us know, okay? That's what we're here for, to work with each other, help each other, bottom line, okay? So over here, what I found out about my mom, the top one will say the sun was in Sagittarius. Eso estaba en Sagitario. That's the first thing that's going to say up here. The second thing, right under the sun, it says moon in Libra. So my mom's moon was in Libra. Now I know, right? So if I was to throw cards, she was here today because my mom's back on the other side. It's been 3 years now, back home. And if I would have thrown the cards for Libra, it would have been for her because her moon was in Libra, okay? It also interests me because Libra's planet is Venus, right? The planet of beauty, supposedly, and stuff, a lot of other things, okay? So my dad was a Taurus, right? So his planet is Venus, okay? So it makes sense that the attraction was there. You see what I'm saying? Where you know somebody's moon is, you know what they like also. You know how to make your partner, your man or your lady happy, what makes them happy. You will look up Libra moon, what does it mean? You know what I mean? Or whatever moon it is that you want to look into, your man or your child. You'll know what they like and why they are the way they are. You see what I'm saying? And that'll help you. Instead of pushing them, it'll help you going more into that direction when you know their sun sign and where the planets were, all right? So the next thing you want to know, those are the two things you want to know. So when I throw out the cards, okay? So for me, the top one said, I'm a Pisces, es Sol en Pisces, right? But the day that I was born, mine say that Mercury was stationed in my first house, on the estaba Sol, estaba Mercury, was also Jupiter that belongs to Sagittarius, okay? It was in my sun sign. So when I throw the cards out for Gemini or Virgo, because that's their planet, Mercury, it could be for me also, or somebody from that sign could be attracted to me. Me to them doesn't mean you gotta marry them. It just means you have some common things in common, some hobbies, friendship, business deals. I also had Jupiter in my first house, which means a Sagittarius person. When I throw the card Sagittarius, could be for me. They could be attracted to me to them. Doesn't mean I marry them or even be with them if I don't want to, you know. But it could be an attraction there. You see what I'm saying? And my moon, right underneath, my moon, my mother was in Libra. My moon supposedly was in Taurus, okay? It was in Taurus, and Taurus planet is Venus. When I throw out the cards for Taurus, it could be for me. It could be that we really get along because my Taurus planet is Venus. Venus is a little laid back, so if you know that your child is a Taurus, let's say the sun sign is Taurus, or moon in Taurus, or they have a lot of planet in Taurus, more than 3, they could be a little laid back. Your man might be a little laid back, your lady might be a little laid back, your dog, your cat, your child, because Venus likes to relax. They're not into like fighting or conflict and stuff like that, supposedly, all right? So you don't rush them. So now you know that your man or your woman or whatever, your child is, moon is in Taurus, so they're a Taurus, so you don't want to rush them because it's not in them to rush. That's all. That energy is not like rushing unless you know their rising sign or their moon sign, you know, but basically they're like a little laid back. You see what I'm saying? So the main thing that I want to share is if you don't know your time of birth, it's okay. You go there, just find out this. This will interest you, and that's all. And you can save it. They save it there for you. Another interesting thing that I didn't know about my mom, when I look at this, she had 3 planets in Capricorn, right? 3 planets were stationed there in that sign of Capricorn. So when I threw out the cards for Capricorn, it would have been for her, because if you have more than 2 planets in a house, you're that sign also. You see what I'm saying? So that was interesting. And that and having 3 planets in Capricorn means you're really, you know, strict. You're really you want discipline, even though my mom they never disciplined us. There was no reason to discipline us. It was a stable home. It was stability there. The only thing was that my dad, as a Taurus, he was, I don't know his rising sign, but he liked the ladies. He can't help it. He was a contractor. He built houses. He worked and came home and brought the money there. His home was important to him no matter what. His children and his home were important to him. And there was no reason at all for there to be discipline, because it was just normal. Maybe it was a sign of the time. I remember that my dad put us in a Catholic school because he wanted the best for us. But when he found out, my brother, when he was little, he went to get him and he was wet. He had peed on himself. The teacher didn't let him go to the bathroom. He wanted to go to the bathroom and he got mad. My dad, as stable as there was no discipline, there was no punishment. You're not getting dinner, you're not getting no shit like that. You know, I didn't even knew about that stuff. I don't think they knew about it neither. And but when it came to his kids, he went and took us out. You know, because he didn't like that kind of a punishment, that you're not going to the bathroom, you know, whatever my brother might have done, he couldn't have done none. He's a saint to me. You know, he might not be a saint, but you know what I'm talking about. He was never no problems in school, you know. It's so I'm talking about that kind of discipline. And my mom was like a saint. She's not a saint, of course, but to me, she ran the house. She ran my father's business. Now, another thing I found out about my mom, which is interesting, and my sister might be interested in this, listening, Maria, that my mom had Mars, the planet that belongs to Aries, right? That's a fire sign. She had it in her first house where the sun was. Now her sun in Sagittarius was a fire sign. Is a fire sign. Mars is a fire sign. So she had two planets that were fire. That means the side of her that's, you know, tough. She's a tough lady. As nice and sensitive she was and everything, she had that side. And you know when I noticed that it showed, the only time it showed is when she found out my dad was, you know, fooling around with somebody else. That side of her came out. I remember she would confront women. Like, I remember there was a woman on the top floor. My father had a business, a groceries. He was a businessman. He liked to have business. And he also was in a business in a club, you know, with somebody else, partners. And sometimes partners didn't work out. In construction, there was somebody that was stealing his jobs. He found out afterwards. At that time, they had telephone where the messages were put there. And I heard, whatever I remember, the guy was backstabbing my dad. So sometimes you got to be careful, you know. And he learned that lesson. And my dad had a grocery store, and up on the top floor, the married woman was enamorada with my dad. Estaba enamorada with my dad. She was, you know, interested in my dad, and I don't know. My mom always found out. Things just came to her. I think she was a Cancer rising because she was very intuitive, and she went over there in the street and she telling that woman to come down. As she wanted it to, I don't know what she wanted to do, but she was yelling my mother to come down and confront her, you know. So that side of my mom is the only time I saw it, you know, when she caught my dad playing her dirty, which was all the time. But, you know, he can't help it. He can't help it. No matter what, his family was important to him always, all right? That I know, that we were loved, and my mom too. So that's what I wanted to tell you, to go there and find that out. That's just what this video is mostly about, because I'm learning how to do videos. And these guys that I listen to, one of the things they said is right up front, come and talk about your title. Okay, so I'm talking to you about that. Now, since we're here, I did take out this one quick for my Instagram video that I want to make a quick one, and this came out for the month. This is fire. This what came out from spirit, from creation. That's who I asked. Okay, if you want to believe it, you can believe it and not make up whatever you want. Doesn't matter to me. Okay, but I did say the energy was like what's coming up for us this month, what the spirit wants to tell us. This is fire. This is beginning something. This is, and you know what? Fire changes things. It transforms. Maybe you're going to transform. Maybe you're going to change. You know, that's what fire does, right? This also has to do with sex, you know, if you want to look at it that way, okay? Passionate sex, you know. But this is the card that came out. I meant to show this one, and this is the same one. Okay, what are you going to change this month? You're probably not even going to realize what's going to change. This is about excitement. This is about, what is it? I wrote it here. This is about passion. This is about passion and excitement, you know. And that's what Bashar talks about. This channel that you might want to check him out, Bashar. He talks about follow your passion. Okay. So a lot of passion is going to come up this month, and it makes sense because this is, I think, Leo, right? Leo energy. The sun is in Leo. Happy birthday, Leo. Okay. So this is the card that came out. Let's read what it says. You look at all the details. That's the fun about the cards. Looking at the detail, there's a boy there, right? He's a young child, so he must be beginning something new. He has a spark that's going to come, an idea maybe in his head. This is about growth because there's trees there and plants, a little creature there also. So it might be about growing this month, okay? So what does Spirit say? What does the card say? You figure out what it could be for you, okay? Because I'm not a psychic or a tarot reader. I'm just a dreamer. I'm a Pisces and I'm a dreamer, and I like to share my experiences, my strength, my dreams with you guys. I'm getting emotional. I don't want to start the video again. An amazing opportunity. Be bold, courageous, and optimistic. Now is the time to take action. This whole month is about action. Okay? Do what you're passionate about. Talking about passion, Bashar saying, follow your passion. Okay? As soon as you feel something coming on, a feeling, you want to draw, you want to go to the ocean, you want to approach somebody, whatever it is that you like to do it. You want to start a little video, 1 minute, 1 second video, whatever. This is a good time to do it. You don't have to worry about, I don't have the lighting, I don't have the production, this and that. You work with what you have. That's all. Creation jumps in to help you once you begin something, all right? It also says fire changes things. We can feel creative and guided by Spirit at this time. All right, so that's for this month. Let's see if it's true. Okay, I like that. And so let's pick out one of these for all of us. All right, and that's it. This is the oracle cards. If it's true or not. Came out wedding last month. I was looking up, you know, there's so many millions of meanings that it could be, all right? It also has to do with your consciousness, you know, consciousness and the unconscious mind getting together, something like that. Or contracts, working with other people. That was weddings. Okay, not necessarily wedding, but it could be maybe working on a project that has to do with weddings. Okay, that was last month. Let's see this one. I'm gonna cut it in 3 and take the top card. I'm not gonna look at it. All right, for the collective, for all of us, for everyone that comes to Facebook now or whatever, whenever they come, for those that are following me, for those that are here, for those that are gonna come here. Let's see the top card. Whoa, family! I'm so happy it came out good. Family, what do you think it could mean right now? Off the bat, I'm gonna say you're gonna be, you're thinking about your family, you're missing your family. I'm gonna cry. You want to make a family, you want a child, whatever. Let's read it. Generations. Okay, what could that mean? Children, what could that mean? Ancestors and origin. That's what it says. Okay, maybe you want to start an altar for your ancestors. Maybe you looking at pictures, you know, of people from your past, ancestors, from your ancestors, thinking about your ancestors, generations. It says children. Maybe you're gonna, you know, you're gonna take a walk with your child and with your ex or with your wife or with your girl. You make this whatever you want. You know, you can make your friends even family, right? Some people just consider their friends family, all right? So this is what's gonna be for this month, okay? Bye.